Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. Today, we are actually along the Sungai Pandan. Yes, and we are going to walk along this pathway here to find the source of Sungai Pandan and to see what we can find upstream. What you need to do is to join me after the intro, which is happening now. Welcome back. So what we're going to do now, we're going to continue walking along the river. The river beside us now is actually the Pandan River or the Sungai Pandan. And on my left is actually an industry area or light industry area called the International Business Park, where there's mainly offices around there. So we're going to continue walking along this direction, and in the distance you can actually see more bridges, but that bridge is actually a vehicular highway bridge. So we were at that direction and we were following across along this river, and there you can see the bridge and also an MRT track. So this MRT track here is actually the east-west line. And if you're traveling on the train, the MRT, to my left, you'll reach Jurong East MRT station. If you travel on my left, you'll finally reach Clementi. But what we're going to do is we'll continue walking straight, walk under this MRT track, and in front of us is another bridge, and the road that's crossing the bridge is called Boon Lay Way. So we came down all the way from that direction, from the fork of the river in front, and now we're going to go. The river actually runs under this bridge and continue on at the other side. So we need to cross the road here. And also, if you're crossing the road, you'll notice that this place here is a bit of a restricted area. I do not know why it's restricted, but that doesn't matter. There's still a nice little park connector here where we're going to continue walking along the river. And look at that, another egret. This one is, I think, is the white egret. Look at that. The birds here do scare easily, so you cannot get too close. If not, they will fly away. But we'll continue walking along the river here, along the park connector, and you can see lots of trees. And you also have a very interesting purple pipeline there, purple color pipeline. Or at least it was purple on the other side. So on my right there, lots and lots of industrial area. I mean, it's an industry area. And if we're going to keep walking down, mainly the area they're walking across are more industrial area like warehouses, factories, light industry stuff. So what are we going to do now? We're just going to continue walking along the road, this pathway. It looks like a very lonely road that we're going to walk, and just keep walking. Our main goal is to follow the river to the source. We were from there. So the only people I normally see when I'm walking around here are the foreign workers who clean up the place, maybe a few factory workers or people who works around here who come up to this parkway to make a phone call. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense to me, but that's what they do. And let's just keep walking. Walkie walkie, talkie talkie, walkie and talking at the same time until we reach the next bridge, which is over there. And to cross the road, we will have to cross here at the pedestrian crossing. Any other way is not safe. So the road in front of us is actually Toh Guan Road E. So I guess there are more Toh Guan roads around here. So after you cross the road, this part here in front of the road is nicely landscaped, and so you can see lots and lots of nice plants around here. And onto my right is an empty plot of land. Empty because there's nothing there, or there used to be something there, but it is gone now. So it's very possible that there could have been a factory here, or HDB flats, or building, but it was demolished and left empty, waiting for future development. Or it could have just been an empty land and that nobody built anything on. Anything is possible. But across the road here, as you can see across the river, is an industrial area. Mostly factories and warehouses. And as we are walking along this lonely road, quiet road, empty road, park road, we find something very different at the riverside, which you can see there are actually two rivers joining in, and together they form the Pandan River that flows down that direction, the direction where we came from. So waters from both sides, on the left and on the right. So which side should I follow to find the source? Now I have two options. I can actually continue going on my left here, or follow the river flowing from the right. So option 1 is left, option 2 is right. So which is the right way to go? Or is it the left way? So as I'm walking, I've noticed that on the left, there doesn't seem to be any way for me to cross over to follow the stream coming down from the left. So the easiest way for me now is to just follow the river that's flowing down from the left, because there's a pathway, a park connector for me to walk along. And so this is the joint where the two rivers join together to form the Pandan River. And we're going to keep walking further down. And as we keep walking further down, after we follow the left stream, you'll notice that there's actually a highway coming over. This place is actually the Toh Guan flyover, a very busy highway, and also the PIE, Pan Island Expressway, which is also a very, very busy and hectic and busy highway. So we're going to go underneath it, because if you're going to go across it, it will not be easy. You will need to have superpowers, the powers of a cat or a black panther, or some kind of speed of a cheetah, to run across the roads without getting hit by the cars. So just have a look at the river, and we're still heading down that direction. So we have walked under the highways and we have come out, and you can see the highway is still on my right, which is the PIE, and also some HDB flats on my left now. On my left now is actually the flats, HDB flats of Toh Guan Road or Toh Guan area. And then on the other side of the highway on my right is Bukit Batok, Street 22. So the river flows in between the blocks of Toh Guan and the highway and Bukit Batok, Street 22. And it seems to be heading that direction. So since it's good in that direction, or coming down from that direction, I would just have to follow. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by a flying egret. Wait a minute, come back here! Don't leave me here alone! There's nobody else here. I am just alone on this lonely road. Actually no, somebody just walked past me. But mostly I'm alone on this lonely road. Actually, how can you be lonely when you have a very busy highway flying with cars flying right past you? Maybe it's the lack of human contact, lack of human touch, lack of human interaction that is making me lonely. But look, MRT track. So there are some signs of human activity, human interaction, human living around here because there's an MRT track. Okay, so what are we going to do next? That will be a very interesting question. But what we are going to look for is we're going to look for the source of the river. And it seems to me that we may be reaching at a possible location where the source of the river comes out. From where? Looks like it may come out from here. So it's very possible that we have found the source of the Pandan River over here. But to find out whether this is actually the source of the Pandan River, you need to join me for my next video. And in the next video, I will confirm or find proof that this is not the source of the river. And for that to happen, you have to join me for my next video, which is coming up next week. So what you need to do is, first of all, like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, you need to join me for my next adventure to find out the answer to this question. Have I found the source of the Pandan River? Or do I need to travel more to find the source? The only way to find out is to join me for my next video.